Thank you for joining us today on the One Focus, where we help busy practitioners lean into one thing and help us learn from one another. Today, I am joined by the amazing Dr. Jenn Tabiza, co-founder of Dr.Contact Lens and owner of Westchester Eye Care Center. Again, as co-founders and busy practice owners, we're constantly talking about staff and technology and how we implement the two. Jenn has her practice out in LA, and she has been able to double, almost triple a practice that she bought over 10 years ago. And really how she's done that. So she's going to get us a little insight between what she has her humans and her staff doing and what she has done with technology. So Jenn, take it away.
Well, thank you for having me, Bree. And I do love this question because I'm very passionate about my staff and my technology. And I have a general rule of thumb. If technology cannot do it, that is what my staff does. And so when you really start to think this way, you have to think about all the things your staff does in a day that could actually be taken over by sophisticated technology. One example, of course, of co-founders of Dr. Contact Lens is our contact lens orders. Do we need to do a manual process that takes 15 to 20 minutes, a patient invoicing, billing, unboxing, and getting the contacts to us? Or can we, have a sophisticated system, order on behalf of the patient, and get the patient all the information they need and ship it to them, and dwindle that 20-minute process down to a minute? Yes, we can. And so now I don't need a human on that job. Vice versa, I need a human to be smiling at my patients when they walk in and welcome them and start to get them ready for their eye exam and answer all their questions. I need a human to answer the phone. I need a human to sell eyewear. So start to think in those terms and do an audit of all of the positions in your office and all of their tasks that they do during a day. And start to take the time to look at, well, these things they're doing, is there a possibility that a technology can take over it? We all have staff, for example, putting in insurance payments. There are companies that will basically post your payments for you and get that information digitally without a human having to do it. Everything has a fee, and so you can evaluate, what am I paying my staff? What would I pay technology? You can always see it's significantly less what you pay technology. This doesn't mean fire staff. This means keep utilizing them for that one-on-one human experience that we all want and need. You want people who are really focused on you when you come in for medical care of any kind, right? And so when they don't have a million things to do on their list, that's exactly what they can do. They can talk to them, welcome them, ask them about their day, and see what it is that they need when they're there to see you. And so that is really the way that I have grown this business, is I have created way more space and energy for my staff to tend to our patients.
And your patients compliment you on this as well, because as you've made it easier for them to do business, you've also grown your practice that way. What do your patients say?
I'm really blessed in that usually a day doesn't go by someone isn't saying something about how efficient they feel everything is, and also how welcomed and how connected they feel to my staff. And those two go together, right? Because a staff that is present, that is available for conversation, is available to listen and help them find all the things they need that when they're with you. That is an experience you actually don't get everywhere in every kind of medical office you go to. A lot of times it's a rush. You're a number. It's get in, get out. It's what's your insurance? I just need to bill it. It's the points that, staff will sort of impress on the patient can be a little rigid in a lot of medical care. So when you make it a warm, bubbly, amazing experience, no different than when they go to a spa or somewhere special, they definitely have a lot of great things to say about you, and will definitely be recommending friends and family to you, because that is how we stand out. There are 60,000 optometrists in this country, and there are plenty of us, but if you want to stand out from the crowd, these are the ways that you can do it. And the technology adds to it because they have their digital prescription at their fingertips. They've got texting that they can do with us very easily. They've got easy ways to pay us, easy ways to see us, easy ways to book an appointment. And so when you make that part effortless, no one wants that part to be tedious. Then overall, they're just having really the best experience I think they can have.
I love how you made that connection where the patients love what your staff is doing and they also love what tech is doing. So I love that you've brought that all full circle.
Yes.
So thank you for joining me today. And now activate your one focus.